Welcome to your reading. It's very early in the morning and I'm doing a live because it's easier for me. It cuts out this uploading time. So anyway, we're here to do your current cycle reading and then we're going to find out the lesson that the universe is trying to teach you. Okay? So I've already shuffled the cards and everything. So it's just for us to deal and see what the message is. Aquarius ladies, what is your current cycle? Okay, so your current cycle, you have to do some exercise. You got immature parents. Do some research. Show gratitude. And there is always a choice. Now this card is based upon sometimes there's only two bad choices, so you have to pick the lesser of the two evils, so to speak. Okay, for example, one of my best examples is this. Slavery happened, and if they stayed alive to go through that torment, that was a choice. Some people chose to jump overboard so that they don't have to endure that torment. Some people chose to take their own life. Some people chose to try to run away. So there was always a choice. The two choices aren't great, but they're choices. Okay? So the choices that you have facing you right now, they may not be looking fantastic, but there's still a choice. So pick a path and have faith in it. Okay? The underlying issue is, what are you great at? All right. So we have drink more water, and water talks about emotions. So okay, so what cycle are you in? We have do some exercise, so that's putting in the effort. Immature parents, do some research. So perhaps your parenting skills at this point of your life isn't as great as one would hope it to be. Okay, so you're being encouraged to do some research. So you've had to be looking further into, how the hell do I really do this thing, like, because parenthood, children, they don't come with instruction manuals. Parenthood doesn't come with instruction manuals. So it's for each person to um, design their own child caring regime. And the thing is, each child is different, so it's not like there's a one size fits all either, because what may work for one child doesn't necessarily work for the other child. Okay, even if they're twins, that's how serious it is. So it's a matter of getting to know the little one and compromising. Okay, because my idea of parenthood is, the children, they have their own ideas, they are born with their own personality traits and stuff like that. So it's not for us to try to make them into what we want them to be, but just simply to help them to manage their their personality traits. Okay, because God created them that way for a reason. Everybody has a fate, everybody has a destiny. So it's about strengthening what gifts they already have and train them in the right way, that they can interact with this world effectively, so that they can be a winner. Okay, so that their sojourn here in the land of the living can be as pleasant as possible. Although it won't always be pleasant, at least it's our job to give them the tools to try to make that happen, and also to open their minds up to the fact that they also can think for themselves. Okay, so I find that to be a great way of parenting, because sometimes they have the answers and we don't. So don't underestimate the fact that a child can actually teach you something as well, or even give you a good insight as to how to look after them. Okay, They may not be able to tell you everything or give you a clue on everything, but we're here to nurture them and guide them and care for them. So you provide food, clothes, and shelter, and guidance, teaching, advice. We help them train to become stronger at what they have been born to do. Yeah, instead of trying to make them into what we want them to be. Okay, so yeah, so it's time to do some more research. So the research could be you just paying more attention to your child or children, getting to know them better, so that you will understand how to assist them on their journey. And then we have show gratitude. So do it with a good heart. Okay, do it with a good heart. So it's like you're in school, parenting school, and they're in school as well. So you're all learning. And then we have there is always a choice again. So remember that there is always a choice. Okay? So whether or not you like the two choices, that's a different story, but there is always a choice. So the underlying issue here in your cycle is you need to figure out what you are great at. You need to figure out what they are great at as well. Okay? And drink more water. So that's putting more emotion into it. So what is this about? This is about having patience. This is about having understanding. This is about letting them know that it's okay to fail and it's okay to take a break from trying. But if it's something that they really want to do, they will always get up and try again. Okay? Learning involves failing. Okay? And then we have, are you holding yourself back? So are you holding yourself back from being as great as you could be when it comes to parenting? Are they holding themselves back when it comes to being as great as they can be at being themselves? And we have, do not cave to peer pressure. So don't force the issue. Don't force it. And definitely learn from the past. Okay? Immature guardians, it's not going well. Okay? So, just know that immaturity is not going to help you to be the winner in this situation. It's time to put your big girl britches on and handle your business. Alright? Remember, childhood is about training for adulthood. So, allow them to be children sometimes, but also make them realize that you're not going to be a child forever. You're going to have to grow up to get a job, be able to provide your own housing. Okay? You're going to have to handle issues on your own sometimes. Okay? You're going to have to know how to choose good friends, choose good boyfriends or girlfriends. Okay? Sometimes you're going to have to do things even when you're tired and you don't want to. So these are the lessons that we should instill in them from now so that it becomes a part of their natural programming. Okay? All right, my dear. And don't feel bad for not being a great parent, because most people aren't great parents. Like I said, nobody have an instruction manual because every child is different. So every time you write an instruction manual, it shifts, it changes. So you have to know how to maneuver yourself according to the personality of the little beings that you're dealing with. Okay? So let's see what the lesson is here. Why are you going through this cycle of bad parenting? What is the lesson for Aquarius ladies? Sorry. I'm gonna go around again till the cards flip out there. So let's see why God is putting you through this difficult parenting stage. What's the lesson? Okay. Okay, so we have two lessons that God is trying to teach you. One is about fighting and then coming to an understanding. So God wants you to learn more about conflict resolution. Okay. And then we have the repaid card coming in. So I'm feeling like maybe when you were little, you used to be a bit of a handful yourself, my Aquarius friend. You used to be a bit of a handful. So it's like God is trying to get you to understand this fighting energy and how frustrating it is for your parents. And then the second lesson God wants to teach you, we have associate and celebrity. So that's getting to know yourself and getting to know your children. Because celebrity is someone that's well known. Associate is to spend time with or to be in the company of. So be in the company of yourself and your children and get to know each other. So that's the two lessons here that God is trying to teach you. It's the importance of not fighting, or it's the importance of proper conflict resolution. Okay, so the underlying issue we have let it go, psychic warfare. So it's about giving you rest in your mind. So this has been really plaguing you. Okay, and God wants to put your mind at rest. See, when you understand what you're working with, when you understand what you're doing, then it hurts you less, it affects you less, and you have a smoother ride through it. That's why it's important to teach the children about the world that they're going into, so that they could segue into it smoothly as well. You see, yeah, it's all about the mind, telepathic communication, giving you a peace of mind. So this where there was a miscarriage, where things were going wrong, God wants to get you back on the right path. Okay, so it's about understanding how to fix problems within your family unit healthily, and also get to know each other. So that's where all the fun part come in: games, cooking, going out, even just having conversations. You might want to design a game with some questions that they can ask you and you can ask them, just to build their mind and open their mind up to different scenarios that may happen and stuff like that, you know. Because what happens is, a lot of the time when we do have serious conversations with our children is when there's been arguing or fighting, but by that point nobody's listening. So I had an idea to like design games. So if you design a game speaking about serious topics, then you can actually talk to each other in a calm environment and just get to know how each other think, and perhaps help to guide each other to a more balanced frame of thinking. You understand? Instead of trying to do this at the time when you're already heated and upset and fighting and whatnot, because then nobody's listening to each other. There's a lot of screaming and a lot of shutting out mentally. Okay, so I hope that this reading here helped you. Until next time, Aquarius. Bye bye.